Well, what do we have here? Well, since I apparently sparked a little controversy with comparing a Kirby to a commercial Eureka, I thought I'd do a test like this comparing direct air machines just to see which one is really the king of cleaning. So right here we have the Kirby G4, which is the only Kirby I have that has a good belt. The Hoover Elite 350, which is the only direct air Hoover I have that doesn't sound like death. The Oreck XL2600HH, which is the only, well, I don't even know if I got that correct. Let's see. Model XL2600HH. So it's not CC, it's HH. The Eureka Vanguard with the 2093 from 1974. The only old Eureka I have that's actually worth something. That's not true. I got something else that's probably worth the same amount. The JCPenny box top convertible, the only Hoover convertible style machine I have that's actually together and working. And the Eureka C2094, the only thing that I think actually gets everything out of my carpets. We've got our measuring spoon on the scale, and we shall see. We got 12 grams. We're going to zero it out. We've got 0, and we're going to weigh a level cup of it, or a level amount of flour on it, because I want to use these so I don't waste so much. One of these level things is about 10 grams, so I'm going to find my magic piece of paper. So I'm going to have 2 of these, so we're going to have 20 grams. Or 2 tablespoons, which is 20 grams of flour. So, with that in mind, let's get the flour knocked out in the bags of these weighed, because I like to weigh the bags before. So, each vacuum will have an opportunity to pick up 20 grams of dust. Will they clean up all of them, or will some of them lack in deep cleaning? We shall find out after this. Quick side note, I've decided to go with 10 now because that looks like enough to me. So 1 teaspoon or 10 grams of flour have been dispersed for all 6 machines. Like I said, I moved it down to 1 teaspoon or 10 grams because that looks plenty good enough. And now for the bag weighing. Okay, we're having a little technical difficulties with Kirby because apparently the original bag, which was paper that was inside, has ripped. So we're going to clean this out and put in a HEPA bag from my standard Ultimate G, which is basically being used for parts right now because it needs a cord. Which is one of the reasons why I say get HEPA bags and not paper bags. But we'll be back to weigh the bag that comes off the Ultimate G to put in this. Must feel nice having some actual airflow going through a Kirby. Alright, we've got a HEPA bag for a Kirby here. We have 636. Starts off at 636 grams. Unfortunately, I had to pull this out of the Ultimate G Diamond Edition because the Ultimate G did not have a HEPA bag in it either. So, oh well. Forbidden chocolate chip. It's the head of a screw. And now it's time to the actual cleaning part. Headphone warning, Kirby's are not quiet, which is one of the reasons why I don't like it. bags afterwards, just because I can. Right off the bat, it's looking as white as I am, but that's only on the surface. We'll see what lies in the contents later. And now it's time for the Elite 350 bag. Apparently my scale decided to fall asleep. Wake up! 0. And, wow, the wind tunnel plus is powerful. 238. Alright, is it true that nobody gets the dirt like Hoover? We shall see with my Elite 350 that has ball bearings. I gotta say, it's a lot quieter with the HEPA bag instead of the paper one. Now it's time for the Oreck bag, which is technically the only self-sealing bag here. Perfect 99. My pencil didn't want to fly right now. That's a G. You can see that I am very, very technical with this stuff. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't expect this one to do that well because the brush on it is kind of worn to crap. But this will give me a solid idea on how well they perform after some use. Will David Oreck's legacy remain? Surprisingly, I'm either getting very used to loud noises or they just aren't loud at all. 1971 Eureka 2093, straight at 190, is definitely gained a lot of dirt since the last time I actually weighed the bag because it's basically been a daily driver. This thing is old and gold, both literally and figuratively. So, does old and gold come at a price? And yes, that was used on the high power setting. Now I put a newer Type A bag collar in the JCPenny because I only had Type Y HEPA bags. 82. Which was around the time the other one that's in 1,000 pieces came out. Alright, was Eureka truly the best in vacuum cleaners, or did Hoover have an edge? Now that looks a lot cleaner than the other four. Actually, now that I look at it, it looks about the same. And now it's time for the Eureka commercial, which has 64 grams of the bag itself, which you can tell that I have not used it that much because that has the same bag in it and it started off with nearly 3 times as much. So I personally think that this is going to be the grand champion of this challenge. So am I right? Is a Vibragroomer 2 really the deep cleaning machine brush roll? Or am I just bluffing myself? Well, we are about to find out. Alright, time for the results. Alright, so all the bags are next to their respective cleaners. I'm gonna fold up the Kirby bag because I'd rather do that than this and wake up my skill. Come on, wake up. There we go. Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties. Kirby picked up 645. So we picked up 9 out of 10 grams, which is a lot better than I thought it would do. Next up, we have the tried and true Elite 350s, which I'm probably going to fold this up to get a more accurate result. Hold on. $2.46. So it's got up 8, which is still very, very impressive. The Oreck, surprised that's because the automatic bag catch is inside of the bag dock. Hold on just a second. Now it doesn't want to go back in. Why are you being this way? Bend it over so that it actually fits accurately on the scale. We've got 106, which is 7. So we're just going down by increments of 1 time. The Eureka from 1971, the Vanguard, we got 199. Very respectable. Gotta say, that's probably why I use this thing on a daily basis. We're gonna fold over the bag that was in the penny and weigh it. I have a type Y bag. It's not as big as a type A, but it's the same colors. Exactly 90. So, despite the fact that it looks cleaner, it left 2 in the carpet. And now, for the one that probably decimated everything, the Eureka commercial. It's got 75. Which means that thing got up 11, but there was only 10 grams of flour. I don't know what that means, but it clearly means that the Vibra Groomer 2 is superior to everything else. Of course, let this be no discrimination, all of these machines did relatively good. I expected the Oreck to actually do a lot worse with a very worn out brush roll, but it got up 70%. The Kirby Ultimate G, well, not the Ultimate, the G4 did a pretty respectable job, but of course, it still did not come out on top because, you know, I really don't think these are the best deep cleaners, but it's better than something you would find at a store. The Elite 350. Very respectable job. I like this machine a lot. Not as much as some of the others, but I do like it. Of course, how could you go wrong with something like this other than that? This did pretty good. I actually thought it would do better slightly than it did, but is probably all to do with that line of shame that's going right down the middle. And of course, the grand champion of deep cleaning. I knew it that this would come out on top, and it did, so there you have it. So, what do we learn here? While the Kirby is not the undisputed grand champion of deep cleaning, it still was pretty respectable over some of its other not so technical or bulky counterparts such as the Elite 350, the Oreck, or the JCPenny. But what else did we learn? That all of these machines would definitely clean better than anything you'd find at a store. I don't know if it was affected by speed or anything, but I'm surprised that Hoover Elite 350 and that JCPenny didn't pick up more. This golden Eureka, I knew it had it in it because it is a wonderful machine. It cleans good, it's very quiet. Of course, it's a very slow motor, but it's very effective at not destroying carpets and getting up just dirt. And of course, I knew it had it. This is the machine I use when I want a really good deep clean, and so far, it has proven its mark as the best deep cleaner in my whole collection. I had a lot of fun making this video, and even though we had a little mishap with a paper bag, which is a good reason why you should buy HEPA bags, not paper bags, it was still really fun to do. I'm Jax of Access Safety. We are out of here. Peace!